Bullies, tonight is the horror special for Mistress Vampira's Tea and Telly Halloween treats with many spooky and strange guests.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange. When you're strange.
You're muted. You're
Oh,
muted.
so I was muted the whole time talking
You better
away.
say hello to everybody again.
I was saying welcome to the evening of All Hallows Eve. And we have a very special guest tonight. Had this beautiful intro, and I have to be muted. But that's okay, because we're going to have a good evening. I wanted to invite everybody in the chat to welcome my human protector, PJ of Orville Nation. I have to have a
That's
human
quite the
protector,
title.
Yes, yes. And I got to fix this. Okay,
There
we
you go.
There we go. I did it. Okay, so thank you for everybody in the chat. I see Adega is there. Miss Tracy is with us to help us maintain that chat. She has everything ready to go. And we are going to have a wonderful evening. I'm going to bring on my special guest tonight. And here we go.
Good evening.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
For being with us tonight on All Hallows Eve. And we are excited to have you. Yes, let me just catch up with the chat really quick and watch everybody laugh at me while I was on mute.
Let me just say, Bobby, it's such an honor to have you, and you look amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
He
Wow.
does. Yes, he does. I want to tell you the story how I came across that. LDG, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Thank you, Tracy, for helping me in that chat. And I have somebody I haven't seen before, RN Feliciano. Welcome. Welcome to the chat, to the stream tonight. And Padawan Collector, hey. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And Nikki, oh my goodness. And you look, Ilahu, who's here? And what happened here?
Now, Mistress, if you get any pop-in guests, you can keep them in the back room until you're ready.
Okay, I will do that. All right. And let's see. Joe is here this evening. And he says, good day. So you can hear that with the Australian accent. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Let me tell you how I came across you. I've said this before to some of my audience, and I like to sleep with black and white films at night because it helps me relax, because they're very quiet, and it's black and white, so it's not flashy colors and whatnot. So I have that in the background, and I had put it on, and I had these videos that stream pretty much as long as my timer goes off. And then all of a sudden, I hear this voice. It's louder than usual, and I'm like, I got to turn down that volume. And no, this one's different. I get up and I look over, and there you are. And I was like, I've never seen this before. So you kept me up that night because I started watching and seeing what you were doing. And I adored the background and the costumes and everything that you had. And I got excited. I told PJ about it. I said, PJ, look, I haven't seen this before. And I loved the movies that you were playing because they were so different from most of the ones that have been out there. And PJ, have you had a chance to see his work?
I have not, Bobby. I have not. I am sorry. I have come into this panel invited, but I could only see bits and pieces, and I want to hear all about it.
That's what I wanted. I didn't expect everybody on the panel to know, because that's why I'm doing this, because I wanted our community to be introduced to you, because I found you so fascinating. And I do have someone backstage. Raymond, PJ?
Yes, Raymond, but you can bring him in whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Get through your introduction.
I'm going to bring
And there
him
may
in
be
real quick.
a few more people popping in, but you can,
Okay.
whenever you're ready for that.
Okay, because I was about to ask Bobby his first question, but let me bring him in first. Raymond, hello and welcome to Mistress Vampira's Tea and Telly.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for joining the panel tonight. And
Good to see you, Raymond.
Thank you, PJ.
Yes.
And Bobby.
And now that I have you, Mr. Bobby, if you can tell our audience about you.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, I am a horror host, but a little bit different. I live in my home. It's called Gargoyle Manor, the Monster Museum. I started when I was 5 years old, a long time ago, collecting. And it's been over 50 some years now collecting. And
wow.
Basically what you see is what you get. I'm not a character. I am Bobby Gammonster. That's my real name. I dress pretty much as you see me when I go out in public.
Wow, that's cool.
I live the monster lifestyle. Me and my wife, we both sleep in coffins.
Wow.
Our family car is a hearse. And we own a small store next to the museum called Gothic Charms.
Oh, that's lovely. And what do you have in that store?
Magic, witch items, Halloween items, different odds and ends.
So I bet you're pretty busy right about now, huh?
No.
No.
No. 33 years and we've never been busy on Halloween.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's
the months before, yes. Months after, yes. During the months,
not during. I think that's because they got what they needed before then. So thank you, PJ, for putting the link in the chat for us. This is Bobby's YouTube channel.
And everybody, please make sure you sub to that. It's an interesting channel. How often are you streaming, Bobby?
Okay, now the YouTube channel is only a small portion of the films that I have. If you actually go to my website, which is monstermovienight.com, I have more films. I'm in my 12th season. I've got over 260 some episodes.
Wow.
And they're pretty much I keep them either on archive.org or YouTube or some other places, but I've got them all on the website.
And that's monstermovienight.com.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me put that.
Yeah, I'll put that in the link as well.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
Oh, you
I'll
do it.
I'll
Okay,
I'll
thank you. Joe says here that you know all of the forgotten spooky flicks on the channels, on the ones that they've seen. And he's right. You have shown things that either I haven't seen in such a long time or I haven't seen before, but found rather interesting. Where do you get this collection?
Oh, I troll the internet a lot. I've got a file on my computer that's I probably have more films than I'll probably be alive for, but I'm going to try to show them all. So
Well,
if I'm 1,000, I'll still try to be showing them.
well, you know what? I don't know how you find so many because one of the things that I wanted to tell everybody is that we have a little celebration. Well, you do actually, don't you? You're in your 12th season, right? And
That's
that
right.
is the is you had the final episode 267, right?
Yep.
Yes. And
Yeah, the final
that
the finale was well, actually last night, and it's still showing. And it'll show probably through Thanksgiving when I'll have a special, and then that'll show through Yule or Christmas when I have a special, and then January I'll start season 13.
Oh, wow. That's a long time and a lot of movies.
It is a lot of movies.
Yeah, it is. And I wanted to show, oh, thank you, Tracy. Tracy put up the Facebook for you, your Facebook there as well, so people can catch what you're doing there. So,
Are you a big horror fan, Raymond?
Mostly the old stuff, the old Bela Lugosi, the old Dracula stuff. I'm not a slasher fan at all. And actually, I don't think I've seen any of the modern horror films at all.
wow. You know what though? Slasher films do not scare me. It to me, I get kind of bored when they try to overshow all the guts and all that other stuff. What scares me is the suspense. There's movies that can be completely quiet, no music, no nothing, and it's just a scene. And that to me is scarier. So you're right. The classics are the best to go check out. And that's why I was so glad when you could come with me tonight because I thought it would be nice for people to have that. Well, if they're home having a nice little Halloween evening, they could watch your older movies and enjoy you. Hello, Keely. I'm hoping I saying that right because I got rid of my glasses again. Thank you for joining us on there, and we're going to share your website here real quick. So we're gonna add this on here. And are you controlling that, PJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that looks great. Wow.
Oh, real quick, tell everybody who your sidekick is.
Oh, Boris, Boris T. Buzzard.
He's there at his side. And I love your TV and typewriter. And everybody's going to know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll have to show that. But your typewriter is so awesome.
It's my haunted keyboard connected to the haunted internet TV.
Yes. And it's pretty fun. So Tracy has put the link for the Facebook and also the link for the channel, and this is the website where you can catch more information and a few other things from that you get to celebrate of the many things. Yes, this is him with Boris.
That's cool.
And I love the setup in the
That's
back.
cool, Bobby.
Yeah, it's part of my collection, and that's in our old unliving room.
And the trick or treat mask right there. That's awesome.
Nice.
And real quick, anybody else we have? Sparkling News Podcast. Hello. Thank you for being here, and tell everybody to hit like. Thank you so much for that. And John, if you're out there listening as well, thank you. And oh my goodness, PJ, who is that one that just popped in? Because I can't see. Is it Matt Cave? Thank you. Thank you for being here. So it is different, and that's what I like about it. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods put a fun twist on the slasher film formula, showing that movie to my wife tonight for the first time, showing that movie to his wife tonight. Yes, those are always fun. Very romantic. Lots of fun. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. And so, yes, one thing I want to, my opinion, is that I would certainly not, although I like this individual, I don't think I would classify you under this individual. And I'm sure everybody would maybe agree once they start seeing you, is you are totally separate from Svengoolie. Svengoolie does a lot of late night stuff, but it's still different. And I like that because I mean, I guess everybody would have to take a look and see why, but don't compare him to Svengoolie. It is definitely different.
Are you inspired by Svengoolie, Bobby?
I like Svengoolie. I talked with him through email, but I did not know who he was until after I became a horror host. I had never, I hate to say it, I hadn't really heard of him. I heard of his original counterpart, the original Svengoolie, through Famous Monster magazines. I honestly thought the horror hosts were a thing of the past until I went to a convention back in 2008 at Monster Bash in Pennsylvania, and I met two horror hosts, which was a Penny Dreadful and her husband Guru, and they were doing I guess a cable TV type thing out where they lived in Massachusetts. I believe it's where they're from. But anyway, I'm like, oh, wow, this is cool. And then I saw another person at the same convention called David DeRock Nelson. And he's a self-proclaimed a filmmaker, monster filmmaker in the fashion of Ed Wood's. And he was filming people with his little camera and throwing rubber spiders and dinosaurs at them, asking people if they wanted to be in his movie. Well, he was having fun. And at the time I needed something to have a little fun as well. So I'm like, I put these two things together, the internet, DVDs, and the horror host. Well, I thought I had this great idea. I went home, I found my old crappy camera. I had the name. I had a museum full of props. I lived the lifestyle. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. What have I got to lose? Even if only one person watches, or if I'm just watching it myself, I'm going to have some fun and share my home and things with. So that's how I got started.
Yeah.
I can't remember the point.
That's okay.
And I do digress a lot. You'll notice that in my early shows, if you go back and watch, that I don't script. I do a lot of ad-libbing, and I do digress a lot, and I forget a lot about the point. And of course, sometimes, unfortunately, back then, I sometimes forgot the name of the film, which I found out later that people would actually tell you about. And so now,
Oh yeah.
now I have a teleprompter that actually has the name of the film. So
Reminds
I'm not as bad about saying the wrong name. Not as bad anyway.
You know what? That kind of, I was going to say that makes us human, but yeah.
Let me ask each of you. Are Raymond? Do you have a costume for tomorrow?
No,
No.
it's going to be a very quiet day tomorrow.
And Bobby, are you going to go out to any activities dressed as yourself?
No, Halloween is me and my wife's wedding anniversary, so we stay in.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
Happy
actually
anniversary.
going to think that. So, but yes, happy anniversary. You have a lot to celebrate your anniversary for your channel and also your marriage.
And also for my museum. I opened it up in '88 on October 1st. And so that was 33 years ago for that. And a few other little things that I did along the way.
My goodness. Don't tell how many years that is. Oh my God, that's when I graduated high school. Let me just catch up with the chat here. G-Force, thank you so much for being here with us. Latino Slant, Polly, hello to you. And Raymond, what are you curious about?
Curious about
his channel, the
Well-
any movies, the kind of movies, anything?
Oh, you want about my channel or
Well, tell us about yours because I've seen you as well.
Let me just say that he just launched his channel, and you're obviously Raymond is from the Doomcock community.
yes.
Oh,
And go ahead, tell us about your channel, Raymond.
Sure. My channel is called King Dolphin TV, and I started out in the YouTube community. I listened to Doomcock. I became one of his wrenches, and he was a big help when it was time for me to figure out how to publish my books. I am author of the Dolphin Wars saga. It's 2 books currently, and
wow.
And in the process, so he has been a big help, and he has been
Yes.
very supportive. So in the process of promoting my books, I found that outside of people who have supported me, like Doomcock, Clobbering Times, and some others, that if you didn't have a channel, it was hard to get the support or being able to get support or promotion for if you don't have a channel. So I decided to start a channel for those that could use the support, to give them a voice or a venue to show their creations, whether they're authors, artists, or whatnot. And as I started planning my first few episodes, I decided to branch out further and show other people's interests. You could be a pilot, you could be a nurse, and I'm going to interview people just for that.
That's awesome.
And
I have seen you with Doomcock. I've been in there, but his channel's so big. My comment goes by so fast you can't even tell I'm there. I wanted to actually introduce Bobby to our community because he is part of this community as well, and so that's kind of my thing too, is to get everybody together to support each other in what they're doing, especially when they're doing something great. And that's why I wanted to have Bobby here with us to introduce all of you to his great channel. And
if I may say, Bobby, and this is probably going to date myself, but Bobby, you remind me so much of horror film person. My favorite horror film host from Cleveland, Ohio, the Ghoul, Ron Swede.
Well, thank you.
He was the apprentice. He was the intern of Ghoulardi before he went to L.A.
Yeah.
So you could I
Well, I think we're all dating ourselves anyway, because people in the chat are saying, "Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that movie in a long time." And so people have heard of some of these movies. Some I have not, and they've been fun to watch. And
You're too
so,
young to remember all this, mistress.
oh, whatever. Time, thank you for being with us. And Time is saying he loves PJ's Ghoul makeup.
Hey,
Is
actually, I'm going to interrupt you 1 second, mistress.
Yes.
I do want to show you guys something.
Okay.
I have tea for tea and Telly today. And if you notice,
Oh my God, it's moi.
I got it just like an hour before the show.
Did you?
Yeah. So go get your tea and Telly mug, everybody.
Oh my goodness, that's the Mistress Svengoolie right there in your
Yeah.
hand. Mine hasn't come yet, so I'm drinking out of my Halloween cap. And so that's lots of fun. And tea, thank you, in honor of that. And you said you had candy too, right?
Oh yeah, I bought candy just for the stream. I wish I could share it with you guys.
Oh,
I bet
wanna-
Bobby's got something next to that pumpkin over there. Does he have candy over there by the pumpkin?
Yeah.
Or by the jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you get trick-or-treaters who get eager to come to your house? Where do you live?
We live a long ways in the mountains.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe
We're
it's
actually
because
we have a major highway but runs up and down our road, but people no, we don't get we don't get trick-or-treaters. No.
You get trick-or-treaters, Raymond?
Not really. We actually live next door to a church, so they get the trunk or treats.
Oh.
And then we have a neighbor across the street that does things. So we really don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters. They're all going over next door.
To next door. I live on an off street. It's kind of private street, so it's not busy. So I don't get that. And plus I live in a secured place, so you have to punch a key to get in. So I don't get trick-or-treaters. But when
you live
I
on a private street, that sounds so snobby.
No, I don't mean that. It's not like I live in yes, and security entrance and everything.
Oh, just kidding.
I know it. One thing I wanted to mention about Bobby is that this is something that not many people get to say, is that you have made it into the wall of fame for the horror hosts.
Okay, it's called the official horror host Hall of Fame.
I couldn't say it.
and I'm very honored to be in to have gotten at least on the wall. I'm still waiting for the certificate, but because of COVID, that kind of it knocked us all back. But we finally got the picture up on the wall on online, and I'm among a lot of prestigious names. I mean, they've been doing this since 2011, and people like Vampira, Zachary, Svengoolie, Ghoulardi, all of the major hitters are up there, and I was just like, oh wow. When they said I was nominated, and then of course my peers and fans, they voted me in to be into it. So I'm like, I was really, really very honored.
Wow.
I would be too. Applause, everybody, give them some applause. And that is a big honor. And I'm just catching up with the chat here real quick. We have a couple questions. I think every time I see the time prophet with a question, I kind of hold my breath because I never know what he's going to ask. He's saying, is Bobby Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde?
Little both.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
I actually did that on one of my shows. It was the daughter of Dr. Jekyll, and I reproduced Dr. Jekyll's formula, and
oh,
it is. How did I make sure I got it right, or somebody will, I'm sure will correct me when they go to look at it. But it turned me normal.
oh, it turned you normal.
Yeah.
That's not good because normal's never fun.
Well, I mean, I like the normals. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, they keep me in well, O negative, but
oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yes.
well, you know, being a quarter vampire, quarter witch, a quarter ghoul, and werewolf, quarter werewolf, which adds up to 100% monster, I have to have a little different variety in my diet.
Have you now, Bobby? Have you ever met Elvira?
No. And I always wanted to too. I was very close one year. She was about 100 miles away from where I lived, and I didn't realize it.
Oh, wow.
But I got a lot of things in the museum about her. I mean, lots of stuff.
Oh, you do? Like what?
Oh, cardboard cutouts, dolls, model kits, pictures, magazines, comic books, videos, DVDs, posters, a few things.
How big is the museum?
We have 10 rooms.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, that's a good size.
Impressive. Yeah. We'll have to
Is
take
there
a trip out there.
Let me just I'm sorry, Raymond, you're gonna ask something, but I just want to ask Bobby real quick. Is there a video on your YouTube channel that gives a tour of the
Yes. It's can't remember what
I'm gonna go find it. And
Yep.
Raymond, go ahead, ask your question. I'm sorry, Raymond.
Oh no, I was just looking at the horror host website, and congratulations, and all the horror hosts I know are on there.
Yeah.
So very good company.
Yeah. I'm catching up with the chat here. Chime's almost finished with the spaceship. Let me know when you got that done there. And let's see. Where am I at? 2 hours to render. Joe says yes. Let me see what else. PJ, can you read that for me? I should put my glasses on, but you're on mute.
Sorry, Bobby. Count Duckula became the first vegetarian vampire. Have you thought about giving up blood and going full carrot?
Oh my god.
Good question, Prophet.
No.
Oh, Prophet.
No. I thought he was going to say Banicula.
Banicula.
You guys remember Banicula?
Banicula, yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tracy, again. Keeping the websites posted on there. From the infamous PJ. Well, that's because you came in strolling in a little bit late. So you'll have to either rewind or we'll introduce again. But
really quick, you can sum up that
yes.
Bobby is the owner of a museum, a monster horror museum. And by the way, do you guys take visitors in the museum, right?
Yes.
So do you want to like share with people where geographically where you guys are? Or?
Oh, that's at all possible. We're in the foothills of Virginia. I don't know if you've ever heard of a place called Mount Airy, North Carolina. It's called better known as Mayberry.
Okay.
Andy Griffith's show.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, and that's where he was born at, and that's like 20 miles from one end of us. And another place is called Stewart, Virginia, which is named for Jeb Stuart, Confederate officer back in the day, and that's 7 miles from us. So we're right like in the middle. And the biggest town or city away from us is called Winston-Salem. That's about an hour and a half drive from us. And that's about the best I could tell you. If they call us, they want to know where we're at, we can get them here.
Yes,
Somehow.
Gotcha.
they can go to your website and catch it from there and find out.
I once had a radio announcer called Charlie Tuna from Hawaii called me up. It was 4:30 in the morning, my time. And he asked me if I wanted to get from Hawaii to here, how would he do it? I'm like, if you can get a plane and you can get to Winston-Salem, call me. I'll come and get you.
Well, you take a left at the big red building. Yes, that way. Alicia, thank you for being here. Time, I was just teasing you. I was going to announce for those who've just popped in as well. As you know, most of you, everybody knows PJ. And so the famous PJ and Raymond this is the first time Raymond's been here with me, and it is such an honor.
And let me just say that I think that's Sandra in the background, right?
There's
Hello, Sandra.
Hello, Sandra, and thank you for being
Those
with
are
us.
two
as
of
well.
Doomcock's ace wrenches right there.
Yes, so they're the ones that I don't know how you keep up, Raymond. I don't.
We try.
You guys are.
That is a huge job.
We have a great team. We have a very good.
It takes a lot. Yeah, I'm serious. It's like, wow.
You guys had to
barely
put.
keep mine.
You guys had to put the timer on the chat, didn't you? Like Doomcock had to put a timer on the chat so people.
The slow time.
We
Yeah.
had
slow time.
a troll infestation one day. We
Ooh.
had like 5 or 6 different troll bots just
Oh
come in
my gosh.
and bomb the chat. So he put it on slow time so that we didn't accidentally time out or get rid of our own people.
Oh my gosh. That's when you know you're good. Speaking of good,
Maybe I'll get there someday.
you will. I think you are there. And yeah, we can only all dream to be where PJ, Doomcock, and Bobby are, right?
Yeah.
And we have, speaking of good, I have somebody bad backstage that's going to be joining us as well.
How bad?
You know how bad he is.
Oh, it's him.
It's him.
I'll bet you I know.
Yeah.
Good evening. How is Miss T and Telly on her Halloween night tonight?
This is the creator of the intro that all of you saw. So
Good evening.
That was
Good
an
evening,
amazing
boys.
intro.
that was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you. I was very excited to play
Very
that.
good intro.
Yes.
Thank you. I have to
And
talk like this because it's Halloween Eve, you see.
Yes.
And that's the only time I get to talk like this.
yes, he wanted me to talk like that
I
through the whole
did.
thing.
I said,
And I was
pretend
like,
you have the fangs in your... You have to listen to them. The
I'm like, I
children
can't
of
do
the
that.
night. Can do it.
Joe, you got to teach us how to do a Go Old voice for Stargate. You got to teach us sometime.
A what voice?
A Go Old voice.
A Goa'uld.
The Stargate, the evil guys in Stargate. You got to show us sometime.
That's all I know how to do.
Joe, this is Bobby that I have invited here. And
Bobby. I don't know you, but
Hello.
it feels like I've known you because I do watch your channel and I do
Oh.
look through them.
Thank you.
I have done for a couple of years, actually. And I go trolling through those 70s movies that made for TV that no one ever sees. But thanks to you, you brought it all back to me because I've found some things there that, oh, wow, I'm watching it and I think, I remember that from just gleaming it through the lounge room hallway as a child and not allowed to watch it. The Wednesday night movie. And as a kid, and then I'm like, oh, I remember that scene. This is the whole movie. Oh, wow, awesome. I just sit back with a packet of chips and I sit there and watch them. They're awesome. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you for watching.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, how come you never told me about it?
Because you're watching the black and white film noir stuff.
But that still doesn't mean that you can't, fill me in. I just found it by myself.
Yeah, well, you've got to keep up with all this stuff. If you're a true fan, if you're a true horror fan, then you will look for Bobby. Excuse me.
Or Bobby.
And hello,
look for
Raymond.
You.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hello, everybody else in the chat there. There's Time and Prophet and everyone. And Tracy. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Tracy. And how come she's not here today? Didn't she
Because
do her
she's
hair?
manning. She's manning
Did the cat rip
chat.
down the backing of her makeup?
No, she's
The dressage in the back,
She's
the
manning the
decorations.
chat.
Oh, okay.
Bobby,
Good job there, Tracy.
quick question, Bobby. Does the video that's titled Gargoyle Manor Monster Museum, is that the one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna share it so we can watch it in the background while you guys talk.
I'm interested to know what his house looks like from the outside. I'm picturing Norman Bates' grandma's house.
I'm kind of curious too.
You'd be wrong.
It's a white
We'll
picket
just say it
fence
is.
with flowers and lambs.
No.
Just kidding.
We'll just say it is.
We'll just
And
say it is.
PJ's there too. And
Well-
Raymond. G'day, Raymond.
Yeah.
All the way from down under.
Greedo. Thank you for being here as well.
Can I ask Bobby one thing?
No,
Sorry.
go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
I watched one of your videos once before, and there are all these masks. How long did it take you to collect those?
Oh, probably the last 30 years for those.
Wow, because they're quite old, those.
Some are, yeah.
And oh yeah, and you must have been going to a few Comic-Cons, I'd say, to collect those because they're quite hard to find.
Well, it helps to have a store of your own, so.
Oh, you do that? Do you sell those? Do you sell those? Do you?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you sell them? Do you?
I can, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go have a
I
look at
haven't,
his
but I
store
can.
now. I'm gonna have a look at his store now, Maria.
Yeah, you should. That's why.
How do you say your name? Is it Bobby Gammonster or?
No, just Gammonster.
It's Bobby Gammonster. Go and check out his site with all the scary ghoulie masks and horror things that you can find.
That was a nice little advert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice.
There we go. Show us what you got there, PJ.
Ooh, nice.
This is this the front yard, I guess?
It's got a
Yep.
hearse.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, a hearse.
Wah,
A hoist, of course.
Oh my gosh.
a hoist, of course.
I'm just loving those. Are those bamboo in the back? Bamboo trees or just regular
No,
trees?
no. just
Oh, okay.
regular.
It looks nice and foresty.
Ew,
Wow.
Wow.
scary.
Ooh.
It's where the monsters live.
Now, Bobby, do people like, because this is people are driving, like there's a road there. Do people stop and ask what like if there's something special about the house?
Oh, I was gonna ask that too.
No.
No.
We're getting no's. I can't believe people wouldn't.
I'm surprised, man.
I am too.
Now, this is actually a pretty old video. The front of that porch right there is now our new unliving room. We had it enclosed and redone, but basically the front yard is pretty much the same.
But look at those figures.
Like the gargoyles there.
Yeah, exactly. Those.
The dragons and things.
Yeah.
The flamingo
Welcome to
skeletons.
Gargoyle Manor.
Ah,
Turning your house into a museum is not a bad idea, actually.
I know, right?
That was my very first episode. Actually, no, that's what my very first episode looked like. That's not it.
Oh, really?
Oh, look, there we are.
Oh, look at the cat. Cat's like, yeah.
Yeah. This is a walkthrough, right? Right, Bobby? Of the
Yes,
whole
a
museum?
Look at that.
Yep.
Look
Wow.
at those masks. Wow.
And so how long did it take your cat to adjust to those things instead of walking out and go
Oh,
at everything?
no, right?
Not too long. We've got 3 and they all pretty well
Look,
behave.
the monster's house.
Wow.
My God, where did you find that?
Oh my gosh. The monsters.
And
Uh,
Psycho's house. There you go.
Yeah. different places. That's it's just over the years. It's hard to remember
I
all of them.
remember. Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
built
Look at
Salem's
that
Lot
little
about
shop of
this
horrors
big, but
plant.
nothing like that.
Oh my gosh.
That's
What is
mad.
that mask? That's the one from, oh my,
That's your mask, isn't it?
you know what?
There's Mary on the wall.
I'm about to turn into a ghoul here in a
Oh,
second.
look at that wolf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that lady up at the top the one from Fright Night when she
It
turned
was a
into the vampire?
it was a replica that someone did. It's actually a latex frame that it's not a mask, it's just a prop.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So do they have a life, don't they? The latex masks.
Yeah.
Mm.
If taken care of, like you say, they'll last a good 30, 40 years. If not, depends on the latex itself. It'll deteriorate.
Yeah.
That's the doll room.
Ooh. Can I say, is it haunted?
Yes,
It is.
they're all cursed.
Mm.
Ooh. Well, most people who have that lock it away, put it away. But they
Mhm.
don't seem to bother you much.
No.
I noticed the Batman there. That was thrown into the mix, huh?
Yeah. It was one of our first large exhibits back in 1990.
Yeah, that picture on the wall is scary. Prophet's asking if you play scary sounds over the speakers. If you play a low ambient bass notes, it can actually make you feel scared. Yeah.
Just all the animatronic things will go off in the night by themselves.
Oh wow.
Well,
Wow.
That would be and at this point you guys are totally used to that.
Now, are you serious about? Were you joking? Or were you serious about there being haunted your museum?
No.
No, what? No, you weren't serious, or
Even though he wasn't joking.
oh no, he wasn't joking. Okay.
ooh. No, so there really is like things going on there.
Yep.
Wow. You have to share some of those stories with me.
Do you
Yeah.
think? Do you attribute that, Bobby,
Ooh.
to some of the things you've picked up, or is it or you attribute it to the physical place of the house?
Well, a little bit of both. The original 2 rooms was actually a log cabin that my uncle built in the same year that I was born, 1961. And then I made it into a playhouse, and then later turned it into my home that's got 10 rooms now. A lot of I do collect some occult things, and there is a couple little items that I keep locked away because I did one time put it out and mirrors started breaking, so I began keeping it in a dark place.
Wow. Yeah. And have you ever talked about that on the shows, or is that something you just
No,
don't
that's
don't
something
do?
I don't really talk about much.
Well, that's fascinating. Joe is the producer of Australia's Most Haunted, so that's why he likes
I'm
that
asking.
interest.
Mm.
And what was I going to say?
Look at all those stories.
Time asked why I was holding the skull. Thank you, Time.
I gotta say, like you have these 10 rooms are jam packed to the to the brim, right?
Yep.
Are you wait? Are you a Trekkie?
Yes, we have that in the back room as well.
There you
A
go.
little bit, not a lot.
All right.
See, I told you he was part of the community.
Can I ask them the question then, Bobby? Have you seen the Orville?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's not too bad for I call it a spoof, but I guess it's a space
Parody.
thing in its own right.
Yeah, it's got its own.
Yeah,
The
love
Orville.
it. Yeah.
Who was that big statue of the vampirist-looking lady there before holding the skull? Who was that of?
Well, she's called Vampira, but I think it's it was supposed to be combination of vampire and Elvira, but
Don't
If
they
they had
hate
a
each other,
daughter.
those two?
That's a lot of stuff.
oh, this was years ago. I've got more than that
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Well, you have to do a new walkthrough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank
another horror host friend of mine, he used to come and visit, and he actually did this video for me. His name is Danvers of Demented Features. He ran away from the asylum that particular day and decided to take some film.
Take a little film. And the person, you know what, everybody? Bobby has his own mini hymn. A gentleman by the name of, is it Rob Fleck?
Oh yeah, Rob Fleck, yeah, from Phoenix Toys.
Yeah.
Did a little mini figure of me and Boris.
Mm-hmm. It's very adorable. And you also go to Monster Fest, right? And you
Monster
are
Fest.
the judge of the monster costumes there.
Mm-hmm. One of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
They're mad.
And let's see, Geek Strong. I forgot. Thank you for being here, you geeky strong man. You. He
Yeah,
says
I was thinking the same
he's
thing.
gonna
There's
have
a
to watch
couple of
cartoons after this.
walking the monsters. That's what I used to love growing up around Halloween.
Yeah.
Is waiting for the Disney thing to put on their Halloween cartoons on the Sunday night. Wonderful World of Disney, and they have all them spooky kind of, Donald Duck and all the spooky cartoons they put on Halloween night.
I know.
Some of the things I used to look forward to.
Oh my gosh. Give me a second. This is awesome. And I'm sure you know what we just saw. Look at the Star Wars stuff.
Mm.
The big ship and Jabba.
Wow.
How big is that ship? How big is that?
The ship?
The Millennium Falcon.
That was the original one. It came out right after the movie was the first movie came out. So Kenner Toys, it's pretty good size.
Oh my gosh. We have this whole community of geeks that love the Star Wars figures and toys, and they come on and stream their stuff. They would drool over that.
I got that same Falcon, Bobby.
Oh yeah. Cool.
I wanted to get that. And it was big, and they had the X-wing fighters and the.
It's like this big. It's like this.
They had everything, and
yeah. Oh my god, those are huge. Hey, Time. I don't know if they're talking about Lost in Space. Somebody here knows a little bit about that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's coming out soon, actually. The third season. Yeah. November.
Somebody asked
if seen that one. I've not seen the reboot. To me, it's the original.
I'm a fan of the original. I'm like a dead set die-hard fan of them original. I met Jonathan Harris, Mark Goddard when they came out here and did a thing in Sydney in '97. And I think it was the last time that Jonathan Harris actually was around. Well, he died soon after that. And he's a really nice guy. He's funny and he's very dirty-minded. And when the reboot came out,
that was an abomination.
The reboot of the movies I didn't want to watch, but this one, the new series that's coming out now, 2018, I thought I don't want to watch it, and then I just watched it, and I thought they've actually done a good justice to it, but they were very PC in the show in the first season, and I know by a lot of fan reactions and producers that they're actually trying to get away from that and make it a bit more back. Because, if you've noticed, the first season of Lost in Space was always about Maureen in charge, and John spent most of the time in a little pod ship in the tar and just sat there and getting his thoughts together while Maureen took charge of everything. And I think that everyone noticed that. So they're going to be doing something a bit different this time in season 3, which is coming out. But I didn't mind it. It actually had its own style to it.
Well, they actually did a really radical course correction in season 2,
Mm,
and
mhm.
unfortunately, and Raymond, unfortunately, everybody in our community hasn't. Most people in our community haven't picked up that they actually did that course correction in season 2.
Look,
Look.
did you create that yourself?
What? Is it?
The
Oh.
the puppet there.
Oh, no. No.
It's
No.
Boris.
What's that from? Where is he from?
I actually got him from X-Tail Company. Puppets. X-Tail Puppets.
Is he a character from something?
No, that's something that they made.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Looks
That's
like
pretty
something from HR Puff and stuff. That's all like one of those
Yeah.
wall
it
clock
kinda
things that
reminds
came
me of
out,
that.
you know?
So I have not seen one out there like that. So
Mm.
that
That's
was
mad, that-
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So let me catch up with the chat. They're going at it with everything from Picard to Star Wars and Babylon 5 and A Day Is Back and Bill Murray and
Bill Murray.
what about Bill Murray?
Nah,
Oh, Bill.
nothing.
Oh, I said Bill
Bill
Murray.
Mummy.
Sorry, I told you I don't make glasses. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna have to put them on.
He's a nice
That
guy
was
too, Bill Murray.
a nice little walkthrough, Bobby video.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Nice.
Thank you.
That was amazing. I don't think I've seen that much collection of things like that in a long time.
What is the fee to for the museum, Bobby?
Well, if people come, well, usually I let them go for free.
Oh, well,
If they
that's
call me in
nice.
advance, if they don't, then it's $5.
Yeah. Well, still $5 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've had a place like that, I've had cameras in every corner because that's a lot to collect.
I could totally see like American pickers like going to your house and
Oh, yeah.
wanting to.
I've got a lot of
You can
swords,
see.
so no, they wouldn't come.
You could see Joe Pickers coming over there. I could see.
I don't doubt that at all. And yeah, okay. Sorry, Time. I didn't mean to. There was no Bill Murray. Sorry.
Bill at Time Prophet. Bill actually made me a song for Australia's Most Haunted, and
Really?
yeah, he got a bit out of the nose because I took John Fogerty's instead.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's a good
basically-
guy. I mean, I used to talk to him, and he's okay. And he's trying a lot to do things on series and have input still, and do his comic books and things, and his music. But I know him and another friend from Disney days that we used to talk, and I still talk to them a little bit. But yeah, every now and then we're not close anymore. But I just say g'day.
Isn't Bill Mummy the Mummy? Sorry, isn't Bill?
He doesn't like mummy.
Yeah, isn't Bill Mummy is the real Dr. Smith? I
Yeah.
think, right.
In the new one.
In the new one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he plays a cameo in it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did a few things, like he reprised his role in the Twilight Zone movie, Bad Man, Cornfield, that sort of thing. So he's come back and done a few things and cameos. So yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask Bobby real quick. Speaking of all that stuff that you have in there that you've collected, has anybody sent you stuff? Do they send you stuff often just to add to the collection or anything like that?
Not often, but I have gotten stuff through the mail, and some people brought things. Young lady some years ago brought in her husband's Friday the 13th Jason, the one figure about yay big,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
from the Freddy versus Jason. And I said, don't he want that? No, he's never going to have it again. Like, okay.
Okay.
I've got Christine's number plate. That's about it. I need the car. I had the car. I got rid of it. Then I got the number plate.
Right.
Go figure.
Okay.
Go backwards.
Well, that I kind of figured people would do that and send you stuff just because. I mean, you have a lot, but I think they would like to be a part of that. And also I was curious because you're playing these older films and stuff. Some of the people that were in them, if you've ever communicated with them, say, "Hey, I'm playing your movie," and then they send you something, or
Yeah.
just talk to them, or anything like that. Have you ever come across anybody
Uh,
from those?
let's see. Not really. No.
No.
I've met a few people that, and of course, I can never remember the name. You guys is going to have to flog me for it. But Creature from the Black Lagoon. Come on, tell me who his name is. The underwater, not Ben Chapman, but the other fellow.
Lon Chaney.
No. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I can't. And
I
it
have no idea who played that guy.
got his
I mean-
autograph, and so he was real
Who
nice.
was it? Do you know?
He's probably hearing this and can't remember his name.
He's
And
like,
this is part of my persona on the show. Can't remember somebody's name.
Who was it?
Well-
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. I was going to say who was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great classic. That one too.
Yeah.
But I like
love
all the
that.
ones instead, like ones that I could probably talk to you and pick the scene. I have no idea what it was. It was something that I saw fleetingly, and it looked like Alice Ghostly, the actress, was in it. I'm pretty sure it was her. Anyway, they're in this desert town, and they were running around at night, and then they woke up and they saw this guy dangling from the power lines upside down.
Oh,
That was
that was actually the lady from Dark Shadows, which was played Dr. Hoffman. That was Gargoyles.
Oh, was that Gargoyles?
Gargoyles, yeah.
Oh, okay. And they had
Cornel
like bats. I
Wilde
thought it
in
was
it.
bats.
But,
Wow, because I haven't seen that. I didn't know what movie it was.
yeah.
I kept thinking it was bats because I was a kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
that was
okay, I'll
Gargoyles.
look that up.
Yeah.
Guys,
yeah.
everybody in the chat, let me remind you to sub to Bobby's YouTube channel and also sub to Raymond's YouTube channel. I just put those links in. Make sure you're subbed. Guys, we all grow together. So, support each
Yes.
other, support independent creators. And sorry, mistress, back to you.
No, you're fine. Actually, I was going to bring that up myself. Gap, thanks for being in here. No, you haven't missed any snorts. I haven't snorted tonight. Yes.
And I will be putting up Gap's channel, and whenever he gives it to me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whenever he gets started, hint, hint, Gap. This is good.
Everyone asked me to do a channel thing, and I don't do it.
Yeah, he will.
If I get enough interest, I will. Otherwise, I'll just sit there talking to myself.
No, you can't. You can't, because that'll never.
I gotta say, if you had a channel, Joe, it would be the bomb.
That's why I don't want him to do it.
It would be the bomb.
I'm gonna
That's
do
why
it.
I don't want him to do it, because like everybody like
Joe does a
man,
channel. Joe does a channel. He'll be at like 500K in a year.
a year,
probably.
like a month, whatever. Bobby reminds me of the guy from Creature
Double feature.
Double feature. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Creature double feature.
That is crazy. I forgot about that. Thank you, Geek.
Now, let me ask everybody on the panel, if I may, mistress.
Absolutely.
I want to ask. Let me start with Raymond. Raymond, Munsters or Adam's Family?
Oh,
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to ask Sandra too. That
Adam's Family.
Adam's okay.
Adam's fan. I would.
She almost threw a shoe at you.
You, Lily, or Morticia?
That's not even a contest.
I'm gonna have to say Adam's Family.
Okay, Joe.
Me, definitely Munsters. Definitely the Munsters. I did like the original first pilot Munsters who played Lily, and I thought she was hotter, but they didn't want to go with that because she looked too much like the Addams Family Morticia. But I thought she was hot. But the
Who was?
Munsters
Do you know
house,
who
the
was?
cars, the everything, man, that's just mad. And the music theme.
Bobby.
Well, let's see. I've met Eddie, and I've had a grown-up Wednesday on the show, which was actually another lady that was portraying her version of Wednesday. Both, since they're cousins of mine on both sides.
Way to equivocate.
Oh.
I went to Universal Studios to see the house, and I went that the year when they were doing Desperate Housewives, and they said, "There's the Munsters' house." I said, "Why is it yellow? Why does it look like that?" And Matlock used it as well. And I thought, "Oh man, they got rid of all the stuff." So I was disappointed.
What about you, Maria?
It, of course, hands down, Adam's Family. And it's because I absolutely love Morticia. And also because I love the dynamic between this side, between
Gomez.
Gomez and Morticia.
Caramilla.
I absolutely love them.
Yeah,
And
that is
I'm
good.
like, yeah, that's just I mean I love the Munsters. I do, don't get me wrong, I watch them and I think they're great, but I just Adam's Family.
The Munsters aren't on YouTube, but the Addams Family, all their episodes are on YouTube, and Jen put them out.
Yeah.
So I have stream played the list and sat there and binge watched a few.
If I had kids, they'd be like the Addams Family kids.
My kids.
That's why I don't have kids. 'Cause
I gotta say, I'm totally Munsters. And to answer Sandra, I would say Lily.
I'd
you're
say
totally
Morticia,
Munsters, really?
Yeah, I don't think we can be friends anymore, mistress.
Yeah. Lily, I reckon Lily would be too naggy, but Morticia would be very strange in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
She is. She's a yes. Yeah. Well, we're
But-
gonna have to talk about that. Yes.
But got to think about it. Did you ever see Gomez and Morticia sleeping in the same bed?
No, that's why I think it leaves it to the imagination. I don't think it's a bed. I think it's a torture chamber.
But
You're right.
you did see Herman and Lily sleeping in the same bed.
Yes.
Yeah, a
And
lot,
the
yeah.
monsters
They
go
did.
home in the ships and things like that with her little hat on. But I just think it leaves it to the imagination what Morticia would do. The way she's sort of got that seductive, evil kind of wickedness in her
Yeah.
persona there,
Yeah.
where Lily sort of dotes around Herman like grandma, and I thought, no, that's not appealing to me.
Oh, there you go.
But Morticia with her black tight, who knows what she's going to get up to in the bedroom? That's what stimulates the mind. You see.
I don't think I can be friends with Dig anymore.
Oh my gosh, you're losing friends left and right, PJ. Oh my gosh.
But he's got to, PJ. He has to say Adam's Family because his missus is in the background with a rolling pin aimed at his head.
I know. That was Raymond. He's like, I guess it's the Adams Family. He's about to get a shoe in the back of the head.
Well, I did make him a carrot cake from scratch for his birthday.
Oh, see, there
That
you
was
go.
very good.
Is it your
When
birthday?
was it?
Yeah, it was Thursday.
That's
Oh,
Yeah.
well, happy birthday.
So we have to sing happy birthday to you.
Yeah, nice.
Maria's going to do it. She's the best singer.
Not what? Please, you
Yeah,
whatever, Joe. You were
Jack,
saying
that was
too.
had a birthday stream.
That's right. Your birthday
That's
stream.
right.
It was fun.
I bet those are always fun.
That
I was-
birthday stream has got you motivated to maybe bring your channel up a notch, huh? Maybe.
Mm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
Oh, check Fed for Hires. He did a quick blurb on Fez for Hire. You got to check it out.
Oh, okay.
He took it from the stream. It's amazing. Fed for Hire is a diabolical genius.
Oh wow, I have to check that out.
Absolutely.
Bobby, can I ask you a question? Have you ever been approached by cable TV to do your thing?
No.
What
Even
if you
public
did?
access TV? Have you thought of doing that?
Oh, many times, but there's just
Do they still have it there?
not in my area. No. But I'm here. If somebody wants to approach
Yeah.
me, I'm approachable.
You know, it's interesting. We've I And Raymond, like for example, we had that show. We had Dino from the late horror show on with Doomcock, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are YouTube channels there that are much larger than ours. That could use a host. To be honest,
Yeah,
We're all looking at Bobby.
as long as it's the
Yeah,
proper
looking
genre.
at you.
As long as it's the proper genre.
There you go.
Oh my, that's this is what I love about this, is that we all, like PJ says, we all grow together. And I thought it was fabulous. I didn't see like that you were connected, Bobby, with this part of the community. That's why I thought I'd kind of do this to introduce this side, because it's huge. And what you're doing is awesome, and everybody should like it and love it. I think it would be, because I've seen other channels streaming about these type of films, and I think what they've been doing now, I don't know how they do it, where they give you the link and then you're watching the film together through the stream.
the watch party.
Yeah, the watch party. I don't know how they do that, but they're doing these type of movies actually. So I think they'd enjoy those, because they're awesome films.
Yeah,
And trying to catch up here with
classics, and they're in HD almost. I'm like, where did you get that from?
I know,
'cause
right?
If I find something that's really blurry and taken off beta or something, but the ones that you have, they're like crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Does somebody clean them up for you, Bob?
No, I just trolled the internet, and
Wow.
You've
I've
done a
been
lot of work
lucky
there,
so
because
far.
I've been half the things that I used to find there have been deleted off the internet, and you've found them and you've collected them. So I guess you've got a big hard drive full of this stuff.
Yeah.
On that note, let me just mention that in a couple of after this stream, in a couple of hours, George Peter Gatsis is doing black and white movies, and he actually does do a little bit of touching up on the film, and I'm going to put George's stream in
Oh
here.
wow,
In the channel.
I do
That's
that for a
cool.
living.
Yeah, that's
Joe
true.
does that for a living.
You're just for a living.
Like Disney would call me up and say, we're releasing Candle Shoe with Jodie Foster from 1976, and we're going to put on Blu-ray for a collection. And I think, okay, and I change all the color, shake all the tinge out, recorrect it, and the scratches, and make the soundtrack into a more Blu-ray kind of soundtrack instead of mono. Because they use a process called photophone, and it's a mono track that they had, a different sound recording system, and we have to use software that actually pulls out the frequency, not the actual track, but the frequency of, say, a drum, a cymbal, a vocal cord, and we can actually click off each frequency and just have one thing. We can cut out a bus or something else. It's digital, and you cut out the frequency of that noise that created that noise. So we can cut them out and just zone in on someone's vocal and beef it up a bit and recreate tracks for those things and bring them up. That's how we do it.
Wow, Joe, how long might you spend on a project like that?
Well, quite a while. Probably a good part of 10 months for one, if I'm at it a lot, yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, things like Convoy, I've done for EMI. There was a little bit we did for the, what's her name, Helen Reddy. And they wanted to clean up some of her tracks that were used. And we went to get those and the original tapes and chop them up and make them into a surround track, which has never been done. So we did that. Do a couple of things. Some of the classic stuff that we revisit, or if they're doing a period piece and it has to look like it's 1950 and they're at a drive-in theater, I have to make that look brand new. So I do that sort of stuff. Or I sometimes even recreate the whole title.
Wow. That's pretty awesome. A lot of work.
It is.
That's why I do appreciate what you've done here. Time actually is question. He's asking Bobby, do you have a stick to fire regulation? Do you have to stick to fire regulations?
I was going to say that.
Fire extinguishers.
We do have extinguishers, and we have an exit route as well.
Yeah.
Here's the big question: is it all insured?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, how expensive is that
That's a good
homeowner's
question,
insurance?
actually.
Yeah, I've got one with the glass counter.
Oh, would be nice.
You don't have to answer it. You can just
Well,
go,
yeah.
no comment. Because
Yeah.
if you say no, then everyone's going to come and raid your house.
No, you know it is.
No,
You know
no
it is,
comment.
so.
That's a personal
But
question.
yeah.
Raises eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, but I don't use Reaper. That's home user stuff. I use Lowry digital stuff.
Bobby, where do you want to see your channel grow? Or where do you want to see how do you want to see your channel grow? Where do you want to see it, go? What do you want to do with it?
I'm happy with where it's at, and as long as people are enjoying watching it, of course, well, I'm 60 years old, so
What?
no way.
yeah, and so
No.
whatever time I've got going, as long as people keeps watching me, I'm going to enjoy myself, and that's pretty much all that I care about.
Can I buy some of that blood you're drinking? Because
Yeah. He looks 37, doesn't he?
yeah,
Good
that's
photo.
why. When he was talking about the stuff from when I graduated high school, I'm like, carry the 5, but no.
Look at me. I don't even need a Halloween mask.
No comment. I was gonna say to everybody, if you go to his channel, his wife, you'll see her information underneath his, like at the channel section. But she doesn't do the channel with you. She has her own thing that she does, right?
Yeah, she's a website designer, and she designs my websites. She's billed as my co-producer, which she is, because without her, I wouldn't be able to do half the things that I do. And so yeah, she designs the website for our store, plus other people's websites she designs for their stores and whatever they need.
That's nice. I know that we have a lot of people in our community that are looking for things like that all the time. So it's good to know that. That's why I wanted to bring it up. And Padawan Collector says, dude, Bobby, you're 60 years young. My friend, that's awesome.
He doesn't look
That's
60,
right.
I can tell you.
No,
No.
did you see the look on all our faces? Well,
Yeah, that's right, Time Prophet. He's got a Dorian Gray, all right.
I hate
Yeah.
to see that portrait in your attic there.
yeah. Ooh, Dorian Gray. Yes. Oh my goodness, the time flies by so fast, and I just feel like we have more to talk about, but everybody probably has things to do because we're all on different times. Anybody want to say anything before I end our stream?
Well, thank you, guy. Thank you, PJ. Thank you, Mistress, for having me on, and it's a pleasure to meet Bobby and Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks
right.
for joining
Pleasure.
us, Raymond.
Oh, thank you.
And anybody who hasn't, I'm going to put Raymond's channel in one more time in the chat. So please sub if you haven't.
And while
Yeah.
you're doing that, Raymond, thank you so much for being here. It was a surprise when I saw you because I'm like, I know him. I can't believe he's on my channel.
Well, I appreciate it. And if anybody is interested in my books, I'll put the link to my website. My books are on Amazon, but you can also get signed copies.
Can you tell really quickly the genre of the books?
Sure, it's science fiction. It is called The Dolphin Wars. It is short version. It's 2 books. One is All's Fair, and the second is Peacemaker, and I have a third in the editing stage, Blood Feud.
Cool.
It
Very
involves a family who is involved in a war between Earth and Mars, and the aftermath.
Very
And
nice.
yes, there are alien dolphins.
Well, maybe I'll have to have you back and we'll talk about that.
Oh, certainly. I'd be
Yeah?
happy.
Okay. We'll
I'd be
do
happy.
that.
I'll put the link. out
Okay.
there, too.
Please,
Thanks.
yeah.
Get that. And Joe, anything you'd like to say, add?
No,
No.
not really.
What?
Just
You?
happy Halloween. That's
No.
all.
Yeah.
And
What?
send all your lollies that are uneaten to me.
Okay. Okay, we'll do
Everybody.
that.
Yes.
And
We
and
have
Pete-
trick or treaters here, but they come in and they say trick or treat, and they don't know what trick is. They just expect the lollies.
the lollies, yeah. Well,
And
you know,
what do you do when you say treat?
greedy
Well, you
little.
got to do a trick, not just eat. So they don't know any tricks. Anyway, happy Halloween, ghoulies. Tomorrow is
And-
the night
I know,
when the
right?
dead come take flight.
And PJ,
I want to thank Raymond for dropping in. I want to thank Joe for surprising us,
yeah.
and I want to thank Adega for totally disagreeing with me. And Bobby, I really thought, you know what? I really enjoyed that walkthrough video.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that you have a treasure where where you live, and as even though you are a very humble guy, I think it's a service to our greater nerd community
Mm-hmm.
that you get your message out. So even though you're not looking to be a millionaire with your horror stuff, I do think that your message is it's nice to get that out. So hopefully we can get that out. And let me say too that because you're also a sci-fi fan, I think that's a good way. That's a good in to getting the word out. Like just engaging in the community. And let me put
Yeah,
in.
man, that's just total passion right there. What you're doing.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I was like, I was looking to see if you had a Twitter, because that's where most of our community gathers and chats and shares. And I saw the Facebook, which I'm there, and I liked you there. But do you have a Twitter? I didn't see that. Did I?
No, I don't think I do. No.
Well, you should maybe consider getting one.
I just deleted my Twitter.
Yeah, well, you're pouty like that. Just because I think it's fun to keep everybody posted on things that you're doing there. Like I said, like PJ said, we have a huge community that would very much appreciate what you're doing. And for the same reason that PJ was saying is maybe you're not looking to get all woo, but this is still a good thing that you're doing for communities that love this. And that's why I wanted you on here. And I hope that you enjoyed your time here.
I did,
Hope he
and I
comes
appreciate.
back.
Yes, I will if you invite me. But appreciate everybody here and everybody there, and there and there. And
Down
thank you
here.
so much.
Absolutely. You know what? Sadly, this is the 30th of October, tomorrow, All Hallows Eve, tomorrow, Halloween, where it'll be over soon. But I want y'all to know, for those who ask me, the mistress will still pop out here and there. Right? Right, Joe? Right, PJ?
Yes.
Yes.
Pop out.
Did you show?
I don't know what you mean by pop out, but
At the door.
I made to have her
It's a
on
family
the
show.
air.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Oh my God. Okay, there's a snort. Sorry. Okay.
Look out, he's drinking. So
Did you
you've
see what he
started
was
Raymond
drinking
to
from?
drink now.
Did you see what
And
he's
Gap's
drinking?
not here to drink with me.
Joe, did you see what PJ's drinking from?
Yes, I saw the TNT.
don't forget to get your Mistress Vampira merchandise. And there's probably going to be a link below this video,
Yeah.
assuming she doesn't forget.
Oh, I forgot that. Oops. Yeah, we'll put the link in there. Yes, thank you, PJ. All right. Oh my gosh. Yes, Adig is laughing at my snorting. Sorry. Bobby, would love to have you back again, if you don't mind.
Yeah, anytime.
Raymond, I'm going to chase you, okay? And Joe, you're always there. So I'll be. Thank you, PJ, for being here as well and learning about why I brought him here with us.
Thank you.
Everybody,
LPJ.
yes, be safe, be well, Be good, be bad, whatever. Enjoy your Halloween, everybody.
Be wicked.
You take care, all.
Bye.
See you.
Welcome to Sherwood.
That's very interesting. Nobody ever kissed me the way you do.
Nobody. Shake hands now and come on, fight.
I want to help you.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
I love you, Scarlet.
What's that? I can tell where your eyes are looking. Don't let's ask for the moon. We have the stars.
Hey, y'all. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun. I'm already getting the messages